you walk through like what happens when you get your diagnosis, and then sort of the things that you have to advocate for yourself, throughout the process? Because in our previous conversations, Catalina, you talked about a lot of the work that you do now from an advocacy side of things, which is now you have an extra hat on, right? Not only leading scientists, right? Now you have a patient advocate on top of that as well. So would you be okay with walking us through kind of your from diagnosis to today? What was that? What has been that journey?
Yeah, absolutely, Lester. And so very soon after my diagnosis, well, first there is this shock, and you're just like trying to understand and navigate through the initial to get your full diagnosis, which is already a journey.
Yeah.
I remember, when they get your first biomarkers and they tell you, how advanced it is or not. It takes time. That time is for me the most painful part of the process, because it's like you're there, you
Out
don't
of
know.
control. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
exactly out of control. And I was
Yeah.
used to, in my job and everything. I'm a, in a way, control freak, I would say. Maybe
Yeah.
not that extreme, but I like controlling things. And I my job, I control this. And here I was like the patient, and I was at the other side, and I was like, no control on the timing, no control on anything. So that piece was very, very hard. But I remember my first appointment with the surgeon, because I had surgery first. And my first appointment with the surgeon, I had, of course, as a medical doctor and as a scientist, for good or for bad, you know a lot. And if you don't know, you search. And as you did, Susan, you start to research. I start, reading about, I knew a lot. And funny enough, one of the examples I always gave in my presentations as CSO in Genome Quebec, in Genome BC, talking about precision medicine and saying that, precision medicine is here and genomics is in the clinic right now and all these amazing things. I always talk about breast cancer and the examples on how we're personalizing, refining diagnosis with genomics and personalizing treatment based on your genomic profiling. So here I was with my surgeon, getting my first appointment, and I remember, I was there like, how can I get Oncotype DX? How can I get, a profiling of my tumor? Is it possible to already, I had all my genomics questions, and that continues to today, and I can, tell you the different steps into that genomic testing journey, because that has been really a critical part for me, and a part that I'm really, as you say, Lester, trying to advocate, because I think even though we have more and more tests and options of the use of genomics in the cancer journey, not just for breast cancer, but in general in the cancer journey, we still have big differences in this country and even inside a province. Like me being in Vancouver is one thing, as opposed to a person from an indigenous community in the north, far north of BC. How much access will they have to that test, and how much will they know to, ask for the test? Like I was asking my doctor in every appointment about the test they could do in my tumor, like the profiling of the tumor, or what could they do to understand my constitutional DNA in the blood and understand what hereditary cancer genes I had, to now trying to get access that I still don't have to circulating tumor DNA. So I have been through this journey advocating, and one decision that I made early on in the process was to be very public about it. And so I start writing blogs, publishing my journey in Twitter, in social media, and writing about and giving sometimes talks and presentations about the journey, which when I think now is it was a way for me to also find the purpose and be able to share this with others, and has been rewarding in the sense that I already had 2 or 3 actually young women that came to me to say that because of my postings and because all the, sharing and articles and blogs and everything I share on social media, when they detected a lump in their breast, they really took that serious. And these 3 young women, younger than 40, are now in the process of getting their chemotherapy and their treatment for breast cancer that maybe they will not have taken seriously if they didn't see, openly that journey share in so many different places and ways. So it's rewarding in that sense, but it's also challenging because of course you get good comments, you get bad comments, and it's demanding.
Yeah.
And when you're in this, of course, I had the surgery. I then had chemotherapy, the full blown 8 cycles of the heavy chemo for breast cancer. Lost my hair. Now I'm starting to, grow my hair back. Get radiotherapy too, and now I'm on just the medications that they will give me, just. Hormone inhibitors and all these that they give you for 5 years. So I'll still have to be on those medications for 5 years to reduce the risk of recurrency. But as I say, it's a bold movement, but it's also the opportunity for me to give a voice to many cancer patients that don't have that voice. So
Yeah.
allowing other people to present their stories. I have interviewed a couple of people that, I'm trying not to be the voice, but give a voice.